Welcome back, everyone, to another sports card episode. Today, I'm going to try to answer the question: has the hate on base cards gone too far? So, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I heard through the rumor mill that everyone should sell off all their base cards and only buy auto patch cards, serial numbered cards, parallels, anything else other than the regular base card. So, what is a base card? Let's start with that. Many of the older collectors may remember the Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card. That is considered a base card. The reason being, you could pull it straight out of a pack and it's part of the regular set. There's nothing really special about it. It wasn't autographed. There's no serial number. It's not a refractor. It's not one out of every 100 packs. You can get that card just the same as you could a John Smoltz rookie card, a Gary Sheffield, or a Randy Johnson. So that's basically what a base card is, and the reason for the hate is because it seems like they're just commonly produced cards. Really, there's nothing special about them, therefore making them maybe less collectible in the eyes of many collectors. I'm not really sure where this rumor started or why the hatred toward base cards came about, but I wanted to kind of dive into this detail and just see if there's any truth to the matter, any truth to this saying. I think it would be very easy to spot in a market like this. As the market has gone down, you would think that the price of base cards has actually gone down even more than other types of cards. So what I'm going to do today is take a look at base cards and compare them to autographed rookie cards, specifically for baseball. And we're going to pick a few players and dive into the detail and see what we come up with. See if there's, maybe there is some truth to this, and maybe you should sell off your base cards now before they go down further in value. Or maybe it just matters who the player you're investing in, which I've always said from the beginning: invest in the player, don't invest in the card. So that's just my philosophy. I'm wearing my Dodger jersey again today. One of the things I wanted to, the other reason this topic came up, I was watching another YouTube episode. Sports Cards Anonymous puts out some good content. He talks about going to a card show in Houston, and he offered some of his cards for trade. One of them was a Giannis Select rookie card, and it was a base card. And the dealer told him, I'm really not interested in that card because it's a base card. And probably that's got to be one of the first times anyone has ever responded with that type of response. No, I don't want that. That's just a base card. We don't do base cards here. So it's kind of a weird response, considering that many iconic rookie cards are in fact base cards. So just consider that. Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck is one that I talked about. Back in the 80s, the Don Mattingly 84 Donruss, that was another chase card, and it was a base card. Mark McGwire, his Olympic rookie card, another iconic card at the time. Again, that was a base card as well. So there's quite a few base cards that are iconic and I would say very collectible. That's just my general take on base cards. We are going to get into the detail, but I thought it was kind of a funny story that Sports Cards Anonymous went to a card show and the dealer just wasn't interested in a base card, even during a rare year like Giannis rookie card year, which was in 2013. And that's the other thing to keep in mind. Not all base cards were created equal, and especially when you're looking at base cards for 2020. Even last, 2020, 2019, and 2018, where print runs were just at least quadruple what they were in previous years. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you're looking at a base rookie card from a lower print run year, that is also going to be more collectible just by virtue of the fact that it's inherently more rare. So another thing to keep in mind as far as base cards. Let's go ahead and get into, we're going to look at a couple of Dodgers, because since I'm wearing my Dodger jersey, I wanted to talk about this jersey since I have a limited number of jerseys. I actually got this jersey at Game 3 of the 2018 World Series, which was One of the most memorable games as far as its length, it actually went 18 innings and ended with a walk-off home run by Max Muncy against the Red Sox. So that was the only game the Dodgers won in that series. I was at that game behind home plate, Loge level, got a great deal on the tickets, bought this jersey. Unfortunately, it was a Yasiel Puig jersey, and I have no idea what happened to his career. I've asked a couple of people, I'm like, what happened to Yasiel Puig? Nobody seems to know. They think he's in Mexico playing baseball. I don't think he's back in Cuba. But if anyone knows what's going on with Yasiel Puig, please put it in the comments below. I'm very curious. If you're a Yasiel Puig fan, like I was back in 2013 and all those years that he did some exciting things for the Dodgers, now's a great time to buy his cards. They're basically worthless. So you can get a nice autographed Yasiel Puig card for maybe the cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Just throwing that out there. All right, let's get into the detail here. Still haven't figured out these technical difficulties. So we're going to get this window small. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller this time so we can see more screen and less of my face. All right, so the first card I want to look at is one of my favorite players, Shohei Ohtani. And we're going to compare his Topps Chrome base rookie card to his Bowman Chrome Auto rookie. Everyone knows Shohei Ohtani's been playing very well this season, so it's actually one of the few cards that has gone up in value over the last 90 days. So I've pulled up the chart. This is going back to March 12th, 2021. And we'll just get right to the meat of it here. You can see that on March 12th, his Bowman Chrome, and it's kind of difficult to see. Let me get rid of one card. So you can see this orange graph represents his Bowman Chrome Auto rookie. Those are the rookies that you really want to collect if you're into baseball autographed rookie cards. The first Bowman Chrome is the most collectible, in my opinion, most collectible card for any baseball player. And that is if you were to look up Mike Trout's Bowman Chrome for his first Bowman Chrome, that's the card that sold for $4 million, just as a point of reference. So in this case, this is Shohei Ohtani's Bowman Chrome Auto. His more common one, not his rare auto, but that's why I picked this, so to try to compare apples to apples. This is an expensive card, and it now goes for about $1,913. 90 days ago, it was going for $948, so it's actually gone up 101%. If you look at his Topps Chrome, 90 days ago, his Topps Chrome was selling for $114. Today, it sells for $253. It's gone up 98%. So it looks to me like if you had bought a Shohei Ohtani Bowman Chrome Auto, or you bought a Topps Chrome, you would have seen a percentage increase of almost the same amount, 101% to 98%. And that's what we're really looking at when we're looking at investments. Sure, you would have made more money on the Bowman Chrome. You would have made $965, but you're also investing $1,900 to begin with. So what we're really focused on is the percentage change. What was my ROI for this investment? And as you can see, it's about the same. Essentially, if you wanted to make $900, you could have bought more Ohtani Topps Chrome to make up the difference. You could buy $1,900 worth of Ohtani Topps Chromes, and you would have made the same profit. So that's the point I'm trying to make there. There was really no difference between the auto and the base. Let's take a look at another player here. Who else did I have on my notes? Corey Seager. Since I'm wearing this Dodger jersey, let's go ahead and take a look at Corey Seager. And again, I'm using this tool, Market Movers. Market Movers is a database. It shows a good majority of the cards that are sold on eBay, and it tracks their prices, and it pulls up these graphs where you can kind of compare price points and see if your cards have gone up in value or lately how much have they gone down in value. In the old days, we used to go to the store, buy the Beckett magazine, look up the prices, and look for that little up arrow. That was the most exciting thing to do. Well, here it is, 2021 version of Beckett is this Market Movers. So we're going to pull up a Corey Seager, same idea. We're pulling up his Bowman Chrome Auto, and for Corey Seager, this was back in 2012. And I'm comparing BGS 9.5 to PSA 10. The reason I'm doing that is most Bowman Chrome autograph rookie cards, I believe, were graded by BGS. I could be mistaken, so if somebody's watching this and they know something different, go ahead and comment below. But typically when I look to buy these cards, I like the autograph rookie cards in the BGS slab. I think it just looks better. That's just kind of how I was introduced to baseball cards to begin with, was Beckett Grading Service. Grades the autos. They actually grade the actual autograph. They'll grade that on a scale of 1 to 10. So you'll see BGS 9.5, and then you'll see a little 10 sticker for the auto as well. I like that feature. So I feel like those are more commonly available for the Bowman Chrome Autos. That's why I'm comparing that to a Topps Chrome PSA 10. I believe that most base cards are actually sent to PSA for grading. That's the more popular grading company. So that's kind of why I'm comparing those two. So let's take a look at Corey Seager. And I think we need to get rid of one more. This Topps Chrome BGS 9.5. So I just want to compare his Bowman Chrome Auto BGS 9.5 to his Topps Chrome PSA 10. Same thing we just did with Shohei Ohtani. And let's scroll to the right here. And you can see that his auto was actually selling for $750 at one point at its peak. That was right at the start of the season. Corey Seager started off really hot, and his card spiked up in value. His Topps Chrome also spiked up in value to $385. They've both since come back down to earth. He cooled off, and then he got hurt. So that'll definitely kill the value of your card in the short term. Now they're both trading for, you can get that auto for $328, which I think is a great deal. I'm actually going to look to buy one of these pretty shortly. The fact that its price is almost to where it was when he was making his playoff run last year, I think that's a pretty good buy. His Topps Chrome also went down in value to $140 for the PSA 10. Again, notice the percentage change. 50%, down 50%, down 50%. If your theory is that don't invest in base is a bad buy, it's not very collectible, it's going to go down in value, nobody's going to want it, then you would think logically that the base card would have gone down even more as a percentage than a very collectible autographed rookie card of Corey Seager. But that didn't happen here. They actually went down at the exact same rate. Let's take a look at another card here. And we're going to stick with my Dodgers, as they are playing very well these days. One of the things you want to keep in mind if you are investing in cards is this team going to be in the playoffs? So that's a very important factor to consider. And the Dodgers are in the playoffs virtually every year. I think every year since 2013. So for that reason alone, Dodger cards make a good investment. If you're a Giant fan, then I wouldn't advise buying any Dodger cards, because I know it probably goes against your morals. But anyone else that wants to make money, look to buy some Dodger cards. Same idea here. We are comparing Cody Bellinger's Bowman Chrome BGS 9.5 to his Topps Chrome PSA 10. And let's take a look at, we'll go right to the percentage here. And you could see his Bowman Chrome Auto is now selling for $861. It's down 14% from 90 days ago. His Topps Chrome, and I feel like I pulled up the wrong one. I did, actually. This was not baseball cards are confusing, first of all. But this was actually not his flagship Topps Chrome rookie card. So just for educational purposes here, the Topps Chrome Update is the one that most people want to collect. And so that's what we're going to pick right now to compare. but I think we might get the same result. So let's take a look. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that PSA 10 for the auto and the BGS 9.5 for the Topps Chrome. And here we go. Cody Bellinger's Topps Chrome update actually is a little bit more valuable. It currently sells for $134. It was at $348 at its peak. So let's scroll to the right. And obviously his Bowman Chrome Auto down 14%, just like we saw. His Topps Chrome is down 50%. So that actually, this is one example that goes against what my theory is that I believe that you invest in the player, invest in the card, but invest in the card that you like. If you have a smaller budget to work with, buying a Cody Bellinger Topps Chrome PSA is not a bad investment, because it seems to go up and down at the same rate as a more collectible card like the Bowman Chrome Auto. This case, it didn't work out. I've noticed something though about this Cody Bellinger Bowman Chrome Auto, because I've tracked it over the last year. It really doesn't seem to fluctuate very much at all. I don't know why that is. You're always going to find some outlier situations in card collecting. Maybe somebody bought up all the Cody Bellingers and they're just sitting in their closet and they're not selling them for anything, and so it's keeping the price high. I don't know, but I've noticed that it did peak out at $1,200, but then it came back down to $861. Not that much in terms of a percentage change, only 14% lower, and that's in a down market, and that's when he was hurt. So I just believe that there's a big Cody Bellinger fan out there who's kind of hoarded up all the cards. That's my theory. Again, if you got another theory, comment below, let me know. Let's take a look at another. Here we're going to do another Dodger, since I know everybody here loves the Dodgers. Mookie Betts, who's been struggling this year. So let's go ahead and call up his Bowman Chrome and Topps Chrome update. Base Prospect Auto. I'll do another video on how to use this Market Mover program, but so far I'm assuming that most people who are watching this video may not even know this exists. So I'll just go through the motions and you can follow along. So let's go ahead and compare what I believe are apples to apples. Mookie Betts, now his card 90 days ago was trading for $3,637. Currently it trades for $2,025. So it's gone down 44%. That's quite a drop. Meanwhile, his Topps Chrome update PSA 10 looks like it started out at $1,800. Now here's the thing, its last sale was $1,450, so this is almost a reverse of what we just saw with the Bellinger. His base Topps Chrome update has only gone down 20%, 19%, and his Bowman Chrome Auto, his more collectible card, has actually gone down 44%. It's the reverse of what we just saw with the Bellinger. But I looked at this more closely before I recorded this video, and I noticed that there looked like there was kind of an outlier sale. So this is something to keep track of. If I just look strictly at the Topps Chrome graph, that's this graph in green here, you can see his card was on a steady decline. And then there's one sale that sold for $1,450. So it went from so it sold for $400 more than the previous sale. Seems very unusual for a card that's declining in value. Mookie Betts is off to a terrible start, and this is his base card, which there's a lot of there's a lot of talk about base cards not being good investments right now. So you would think all three of those factors would drive down the price of his card. Why did somebody pay $400 more than seemingly the lowest comp or the most recent comp on eBay? I'm going to argue that this is probably an outlier sale. So I'm going to back up the graph. And this took place on May 31st. So let's just do May 30th. I'm going to exclude that outlier sale. And didn't want to do that. Let's try this. Basically, I'm trying to get rid of that last sale so I can compare the percentages, and it's not cooperating. We'll try one more time. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm still learning how to use this myself, so I think we're good here. Oh, let me get rid of that PSA 10 and this BGS 95. There we go. That's what we're looking at. So we know the Bowman Chrome Auto has gone down 44%. I believe the Topps Chrome base card has also gone down by roughly the same percentage, 41%. Like I said, there's that outlier sale in there. You're going to see that from time to time. Sometimes you'll see a graph go in a certain direction, and then you'll just see a weird spike. That could be a shill bid, which I believe I talked about in one of my previous videos. Or it just could be some bonehead that paid way too much for a card. That happens from time to time. So, to be honest, I think I've been caught once or twice doing that. So, it happens, especially to new people that are just getting back into it. You really have to check like multiple comps, almost like if you were going to buy a house, especially if you're going to spend in the hundreds or thousands of dollars. Make sure you know what the market is, where it's trending. Is this a good long-term investment? And as an example here, I would argue that Mookie Betts is a good long-term investment. He's an MVP. He has 2 World Series titles. He's the leadoff hitter for what I believe is still the best team in baseball right now. He's going to be in the playoffs. He has a long-term deal with the Dodgers. His prices are down 40%. I would say it's a great time to buy Mookie Betts right now. So that's my 2 cents. I'm not giving any advice. It's just my opinion. Let's take a look at one more here. Fernando Tatis, very popular player. Also had an injury at the beginning of the season, so that cooled off his card prices. But let's take a look at how they are shaping up partway through the season. Same thing, we're looking at his Bowman Chrome Auto, BGS 95, and his Topps Chrome PSA 10. So this will be the last one that we take a look at. And let's get rid of that PSA 10, get rid of that BGS 95. And you could see at the start of the season, a lot of hype for Tatis. Again, he had a really good year last year. So his Bowman Chrome Auto was trading at $4,500 at the beginning, about 90 days ago, so right before the start of the season. Currently, it's at $3,300. His Topps Chrome was trading at $444 90 days ago. Currently, it's at $324. And the percentage change, 26 and 27. So they've both gone down at about the same rate. So I think we've looked at enough examples to see, I don't believe it makes a difference at all. If you want to buy base, if you want to buy a Bowman Chrome Auto, if you want to buy a serial numbered card, a parallel card, a rookie patch auto, you're going to get what you pay for. These Bowman Chrome Auto cards are more expensive cards. They're nice cards. They're very collectible, but they seem to go up and down in value just the same as the PSA 10 base card. To me, that means that if you see kind of an outlier price, a very low price on a base card, it's just a great buy opportunity in my opinion. Again, back to Sports Cards Anonymous, he talks about Lewis Robert on the White Sox, who the White Sox are also in first place. Most likely they'll be in the playoffs, and I guess the rumor has it that he'll be back in time for the playoffs. So that could be another good buy. Apparently a lot of his base cards are selling dirt cheap right now. So just something to think about. Just wanted to go over, has the hate gone too far on base cards? I feel like people, they hear a narrative, they buy into it, and the herd follows, and all of a sudden everybody's selling off their base cards. Personally, I've found a few very nice deals myself, particularly on PSA 9 graded cards. It's almost like people are just giving those away. I say buy. Those are, they're nice, graded, high quality, mint condition cards. And if you could get them dirt cheap, I say go for it. If you like the player, you're collecting the player, why not? Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. I will probably do another one. I wanted to take a closer look at maybe some basketball cards and kind of just go a little bit further with this as far as base prism basketball and compare it to some other type of parallel card just to see if we come up with the same result. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.